Hi, my name is Savannah and I'm so excited to have you here. Today we are going to do a very simple flow, but we're going to take things really slow to break down the poses to help you find your strongest holds in your poses and really work on that form. So we're going to be doing more of the basic foundational yoga poses, work on our form, hold them for a moment to really elevate your practice. Let's get right into it. We're going to start in a child's pose. Bring your knees wide, about the width of your mat, your big toes to touch behind you. Fold your torso forward to rest your forehead on the mat. Once you land here, walk your fingertips to the top of your mat. Press your palms into the mat to make your child's pose active. Your elbows are lifted. Melt your hips down towards your heels. Pause here for 2 full rounds of breath. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Let your hips fall a little bit heavier. One more here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Inhale, tabletop. Float yourself up to stack your shoulders over your wrists. Bring your knees underneath your hips. Pause here for a moment and breathe as you find a really neutral spine. You're lengthening the crown of your head forward so your gaze is directly down. Pull your belly button back in and you're engaging your core here to support your spine. Inhale, cow pose. Softly bend your elbows to shine your heart and gaze forward. Breathe here for a moment as you let your belly sink lower. Tuck your tailbone towards the sky. Draw your palms into the mat. Energetically draw them back to lift your chest up higher. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, cat pose. Push the mat away to round your spine. Bring your chin to your chest to lengthen the back of your neck. Draw your tailbone down. Belly button is squeezed back to your spine. Let's flow that. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Return to your tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes and move your hands forward just a couple inches or so. Exhale, downward facing dog. You reach your tailbone towards the sky, hips go up and back. And I want you to notice for a moment how you feel in your downward facing dog. If your hips feel a little tight, you can take a slightly wider stance to allow for more space. Your fingertips are spread wide. You root down to the L shape of your palms, so through your thumb and pointer fingers to make your chest really active here. Reach your chest a little bit closer towards your thighs. Great. I love to pedal out my dog here, or some people call it walk your dog, where you bend one knee as you allow the other heel to sink really heavy down towards the mat. Walk out your dog, or maybe you call it pedal out your dog. Notice how that opens up the back line of your legs and gets a nice stretch in the back of your calves. One more time each side. Beautiful work. Find stillness in your downward facing dog. Inhale for a soft gaze forward towards your hands. Exhale, ragdoll pose. You tiptoe your feet to the top of your mat. I want you to keep your stance wide at hips width distance or wider. Bring a bend to your knees so you can fold your belly over the front, over your thighs, and let the crown of your head hang really heavy. Your arms can hang heavy as well, or you can grab for opposite elbows. Wherever you are, imagine gravity is pulling you down, allowing you to hang even heavier. Unclench your jaw. No tension in your face. Option to sway side to side or hang in stillness. Allow this to decompress your spine and neck. Just letting everything go. Release your fingertips down towards your mat. Heel toe your feet together. Leave a sliver of space between your heels. You can take a wider stance if that feels better in your body. Deeply ground down through your feet, soften in your knees. Inhale as you slowly roll up, stacking one vertebrae at a time. Chin stays close to your chest until you lift yourself up. At the top, sweep your fingertips to the sky to find your mountain pose. Ground down through your feet so much you can feel your quads engage and kneecaps lift. Squeeze your glutes in to draw your tailbone down. Pull your belly button back up and in to activate your core. Shoulders melt away from your ears, allow for space in your neck. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come to heart center. Hinge from your hips. Soft bend in your knees. Let it go. Release your fingertips down towards your mat. Bend your knees as much as you need for this to feel accessible. The crown of your head hangs heavy, no tension in your neck. Inhale to a halfway lift. Palms can come to your shins or your thighs. You continue to breathe as you find a place that allows you to find that perfectly flat back. Your gaze is straight down. Elbows are pointing back behind you. Squeeze to your midline, allowing you to broaden through your chest. Soften in your knees. Shift your weight forward into your toes to activate your hamstrings. Again, your core stays active to support that neutral spine. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, high plank. Palms root down to your mat underneath your shoulders. You step your feet back. Now, whenever you find yourself in a high plank in any yoga class or any workout class for that matter, you can drop your knees to the mat for added support. The most important thing for you to do is to modify in a way that's going to best support your practice. Only you know what you need. Now we're going to move through a chaturanga. Before we do, I want you to know you can skip it. If you decide to skip your chaturanga, you go straight from your high plank to your downward facing dog, skipping low plank and upward facing dog. If you want to move through a chaturanga, but you want that extra support, drop your knees to the mat. Again, only you know what layer and variation is going to best support you. Okay. Meet me in your high plank. Prepare with an inhale. Exhale, lower halfway down. Elbows stay squeezed in, pointed straight back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shine your heart forward. Pause here for a moment. The tops of your feet are on the mat. Your knees are lifted, quads and glutes engaged. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna flow through that just one time. Breath to movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. You can hop or tiptoe to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose all the way up, stand up tall. Exhale, forward fold to let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. You choose your variation. If you jump back, you land with a soft bend in your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. We're gonna move on and introduce some new poses. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips down and back. Sweep your fingertips to the sky. Weight is in your heels to activate your glutes. If your feet together doesn't feel stable, take a hips width distance stance. If you have an arch in your back here, arches and backs are very common in chair. I want you to slightly tuck your hips in. This is gonna get that neutral spine, protecting your back, and also activating your core and pelvic floor. Biceps, frame your ears to keep your shoulders active, but if you want to focus on the lower body, bring your hands to heart center. Stay in your chair just for an inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. You've been here before. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. We have a lot of chaturangas. Again, you can always skip it. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. We're gonna move on, add something new. Inhale, three-legged dog on the right. Right leg goes up and back. Pause and breathe as you soften that right hip down. Those hips are gonna wanna open up to lift that leg higher. Pull that right hip down and lift your heel using your right glute. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, low lunge. You bend your right knee, pull it through your midline using your core. Step your right foot through your hands. If you need to adjust your stance to get there, that's okay. Sometimes I need to too. Inhale, warrior two. You pivot your back foot down so it's slightly rotated in. Rainbow your arms open to stack your shoulders over your hips. Now we're gonna stay in this warrior two for a moment. Arms are in an energetic T. Let's start with our feet. We want our foundation to be really strong. Back toes are slightly rotated in. You're rooting down into the mat with the outside of that back foot. Front knee stacked over front ankle. Front knee is opening up back behind you. That knee's gonna get tired and wanna dump in. You keep your knee tracking over your pinky toe to fire up that outer glute. Shoulders pulled back over hips. Arms open up. Gaze over your front fingertips. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Stay here for an inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your right fingertips forward. Sweep your arms to north and south. Now, something that's common here is we round our spines. We're just not, oh, made me lose my balance. We're just dumping into our right side body here. We want to have a strong active core and to protect this hip. So as we reach over, we're going to keep that neutral spine, or you find it when you get there, keeping this core active to avoid that rounding, to avoid that dumping. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep that bend in your front knee. Yes, you can. Sweep your right palm up and back. Now, rather than just reaching back like this, we want to really lift it up to open up the space along your right side body. Open up the space along your rib cage. Once you reach up without crunching into the right side of your neck, imagine you're trying to give the back wall a high five. See how that opens it up even more? Hold for an inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. You find your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So strong, so good. We're gonna do that on the left-hand side now with control. Inhale, three-legged dog on the left. Left leg goes up and back. You pause, breathe. That left hip is opening up. Soften it down. What helps me get there is flexing my left foot and thinking about drawing my pinky toe down. That helps me keep my hips squared. Squeeze that left glute, hold for an inhale. Exhale, low lunge, bend your left knee, guide your left foot through, land it between your hands. Once you're there, inhale to your warrior two, rainbow your arms open. Shoulders stacked over hips. Take a moment again to set yourself up. You're seeing me from a different point of view this time, but same exact form. Front knee is stacked over front ankle. Left knee is opening up back behind you. You're squeezing your right glute in, so your left leg is not doing all of the work. Arms at a T, gazing over your front fingertips. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your left fingertips forward. Sweep your arms to north and south. Again, take a moment to find that strong core to keep yourself lifted. Keep your heart shining open. Inhale, reverse warrior. Sweep your left palm up and back. Breathe as you keep that right glute squeezed in. You're not here for long. Reach those left fingertips a little bit higher, like you're high-fiving the back wall. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Move there, chaturanga. So strong. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're gonna flow it, breath to movement, putting our strong poses to practice. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog on the right. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. You can always skip it. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We just have the other side. Inhale, three-legged dog on the left. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, high to low plank. Find your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, child's pose. You've been here before. Just take a moment to reset, reconnect with your breath. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, release. One more round of breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, float up to your tabletop. Exhale, meet me in a seated position. Sitting up tall, legs crossed in front of you, or maybe you find a different, more comfortable seated position for yourself. Just taking a moment to ground and soak up all of this wonderful energy you created for yourself. Palms can rest heavy in your lap, or you can bring your hands to heart center with your thumbs pressing into your chest. Take a moment, close your eyes. We're going to take 3 slow, full rounds of breath here. Slow inhale through your nose. Hold it at the top for 3, 2, 1. Open mouth, release. Inhale through your nose. Hold it at the top for 3, 2, 1. Open mouth, release. One more. Inhale through your nose. Hold it at the top for 3, 2, 1. Open mouth, release. Keep your eyes closed as you bring your hands to your third eye center. Your thumbs are pressing into the space between your eyebrows. The space of intuition and creativity. The space that makes you, you. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. Together we bow forward to seal our practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for flowing with me on this quick, fun flow. That was just focused on cueing a little bit more, and I hope helped you really unlock your full strength in some of my favorite foundational yoga poses. I will see you next time. If you liked this video, I would greatly appreciate a like or subscribe. Please let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Thanks. Have a beautiful day.